The Iowa Hawkeyes were the opponent for Northwestern's final home game. Despite an early morning snowfall, the third straight sellout crowd of 49,000 plus turned out to watch the purple rain continue. NU came from behind to snap a 21-game losing streak to the Hawkeyes, but the Cats lost star linebacker Pat Fitzgerald to a broken leg. Northwestern's second possession resulted in 3 points. Steve Schnurr's 15-yard pass to Dwayne Bates took the Cats to the Iowa 40. Brian Goins kicked a 50-yard field goal to open the scoring. Then the Hawkeyes assumed control with 2 unanswered touchdowns. A deflected pass went into the hands of Iowa cornerback Tom Knight, who ran it back 28 yards for a 14-3 Iowa lead. A 56-yard Wildcat drive made it a 4-point game. Darnell Autry had the biggest play, going left for 27 yards to the Iowa 29-yard line.
Schnurr, he's going to throw on fourth down over the middle. Catch is made by Drexler inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown!
The Wildcats moved in front 17-14 on a punt return by Brian Musso.
Here's the snap to him. He kicks from the 1. Low line drive kick bounces at the 45. Musso picks it up at the 40. Back to midfield to the 50. The 45, the 40. There he goes. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's in for the touchdown.
Iowa regained the lead just before halftime. On 4th and 5, the Hawkeyes connected on a 39-yard touchdown pass, and the halftime score was 20-17, Iowa over Northwestern. Having come from behind before, the Wildcats remained poised, and they opened the second half with a 69-yard scoring drive. Dwayne Bates commanded the spotlight, first on a 22-yard reception, then on a 16-yard reverse that took NU to the 17-yard line. 3 plays later, Autry took it in from 3 yards out. 24-20, Northwestern in front. Late in the third quarter, a huge loss for the Wildcats. NU linebacker Pat Fitzgerald suffered a broken leg. The Big Ten's leading tackler, the heart and soul of the Wildcat defense, saw his super season come to an end.
I'd have to say the most disappointing moment of this whole injury was as soon as it happened. I mean, I knew that my leg was broken, and once we went into the training room, they took some pictures and told me that my season was over. I became extremely frustrated, but at the same time, it was heartwarming to have my family there and all my loved ones to, tell me that don't worry, you have another year, and, look on the bright side, you had a tremendous year and everything's gonna be all right. And as time has passed, it's more, it's set in, and I know that I can't play, and it's a reality, and I just have to figure out why some guy upstairs figured that he wanted me to break my leg and take that and turn it into a positive for next year.
The game remained in doubt until the Wildcat defense forced a turnover.
Back to throw it is Matt Sherman. Pumps once, now he hits the tight end Price in the left flat. Fumble the football, picked up by Ismaili. The 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
The big hit by Rodney Ray and the touchdown by Hudayfa Ismaili clinched a 31-20 victory. Northwestern was 1 win away from at least a share of the Big Ten championship. The Wildcats went on the road to face Purdue with a share of the Big Ten title on the line, as well as a shot at going to the Rose Bowl. The 23-8 victory showcased cornerback Chris Martin and the Wildcats' offensive line, which allowed Darnell Autry to have his biggest rushing performance of the season. The Wildcat defense opened the scoring on Purdue's first possession.
Wildcat show blitz, back to throw it is Trutzker. Here comes the pressure over the middle, intercepted by Chris Martin. He's back to the 30, to the sidelines, 35, 40, the 45, the 50, along the sidelines. He's gonna go. Chris Martin's gonna take it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown!
The game remained 7-0 until late in the second quarter, when the NU offense made a big play.
Back to throw is Schnurr, pumps once. He's got Bates cutting across the middle. He's to the 50, the 45, 40. He's to the 30. He's to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown!
Purdue drove to the Northwestern 25-yard line before the Cat defense took control. Back-to-back sacks. This one by Ray Roby. And this one by Casey Daly and Eric Collier snuffed out the Purdue threat. 14-0 Wildcats at the half. The second half began like the first, with the NU defense putting points on the board.
Here's the snap, it's blocked by the Wildcats. Ball is loose at the 5. It's picked up by the punter, Degnan, and he fumbles it in the end zone. It's covered up there by the Wildcats, but it is
Once again, Chris Martin produced a big play, blocking the Boilermaker punt and giving Northwestern a 16-0 lead. Northwestern got the ball right back and gave it to Darnell Autry.
Here's the give, Darnell Autry. He's across the 45 to the 50 into open field, still on his feet. The 45 to 40. He's to the 30, far side, the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and he's out of bounds inside the 1. First and goal inside the 1-eye formation. Steve Schnurr sneaking forward, touchdown.
9 points in 16 seconds, and Northwestern had a commanding 23-0 lead after 3 quarters. Another dominating performance by the NU defense led to a school record 10th victory, 23-8. 1995, Gary's excellent adventure. Northwestern, 10-1. Northwestern, 3rd in the nation. Northwestern, Big Ten champ, and going to the Rose Bowl. The 95 Wildcats are a far cry from the team inherited by Gary Barnett in 1991. Everyone wants to know why he thought he could do it when so many others couldn't. Barnett claims ignorance was bliss.
When I came, I saw the good things. They, of course, don't show you the bad things. And I didn't know very much about Northwestern, and I didn't know much about its history in the Big Ten in the last 25 years. And so I really didn't know a whole lot, so I didn't pay attention to a lot of the negative stuff that's out there. Once I got here and I experienced all the negativity and all the things that are being said, then I realized I could understand what our kids were going through. I could understand why teams had problems getting together and creating the team sort of cohesion that you need on campus and in the community, Chicago as well as Evanston. So once I realized where the real problems were, then we could start attacking those.
What he did when he came in here is he set his mind on something, and then he used the abilities he has, you know, the wonderful character and charisma he has to draw players into this program, and sold the strengths of the school and the education it would offer and its location, and just sold the program and made us all believe his vision, which was going to the Rose Bowl. I mean, he told me the first day I ever met him, Purple's going to Pasadena. And, you know, it's just a tribute to him because he instilled that in our minds, and it took him a couple of years to make us all buy into it. But once we did, you saw what happened this year.
He's a player's coach. We have all the faith in the world in him that he's going to do the best he can for us as individuals and also as a team.
He's like a benevolent dictator or, you know, a father with tough love. But the kids know that he cares for them and that he has their best interests at heart. And I think it's the same quality that allows him to have a coaching staff that's as loyal as it is.
Oh, I've talked to Barnett several times, but I don't interfere with him in any way. He's got a lot of things on his mind, and he doesn't want to hear anything from an old broken-down tackle.
A man who can closely identify with Gary Barnett's feelings right now is former Northwestern coach Bob Voits. He was the Wildcats head coach the last time they went to the Rose Bowl, January 1st, 1949. The Cats finished with an 8-2 record during the 48 season and beat California 20-14 in the Rose Bowl.
There's a lot of pressure on you, but it really, to me, was just another football game. And so we tackled it like, here comes another game, let's get the job done like we have the other ones.
I'm going to play it like every other game we've played this year. Come out real business-like, you know. Have some fun beforehand, obviously, but come out real business-like.
I believed all along that we could go wherever we wanted to go, as long as everyone believed it. And this year, everyone believed we could go to the Rose Bowl. We set our goals at the end of last year to go to the Rose Bowl, and you know, everything we did was in part to get there. And it's a great feeling to accomplish a goal like that.
This is a big game for us, and I think that everybody's focused. You know, we realize what's at stake for us, and I think that, you know, coming into the season and being able to accomplish so much now, it's just like, seems like second nature for us to go out there and be prepared. It seems like everybody's working that much harder towards this goal, and I think that's the mark of a good team.